the Double Bean Dream Cream Ale coming to us this week for Wrestling Under the Influence, and this is by Hand of Fate Brewing Company in Petersburg, Illinois, which is in central Illinois, not far from Springfield, if you're familiar with the state of Illinois at all. We're also going to talk about, there's that pop. Let's give it a pour here. It's a cream ale. I like cream ales. Love Gun is actually my favorite cream ale, so we'll see how this ranks in that category. It looks very nice, very, very nice with the pour here. This is, by the way, and I'll show you here in just a second, but it's a 5.1 alcohol by volume, 18 IBU, so not overly bitter, which you would obviously expect. I love the can art. We got a king here from a deck of playing cards, but the back of it is very cool because he's upside down. So it's like it's just a very cool can and artwork. And I actually picked this up at Pinch Penny Liquors in Carbondale, Illinois, and they had a version with a queen on it, and there was one with a jester on it as well. So I may try those. There were different brands and whatnot as well, but this is brewed and canned at Hand of Fate Brewing Company, and I don't know, they have a tap room as well, so that may be requiring a road trip here. Smells pretty good. This has got a very, if you like cream ales, if you like those kind of, I don't want to say it's sweet, but it's definitely, it's not going to give you that bitter beer face, obviously, with 18 IBUs, but man, this is really good. Yeah, it's got the, you can definitely taste the cream in there. I'm picking up vanilla as well, which I love vanilla. So definitely a 3 count for this one. We always paired the beer with an appropriate wrestler or something going on in the world of professional wrestling. And I mean, Double Bean Dream, how can I not talk about the American Dream Dusty Rhodes? One of the all-time greats. And I can remember watching Dusty back in the mid-'80s, Jim Crockett Promotions. You know, he, by the time I started really watching wrestling, he had already been a 2-time world heavyweight champion with the NWA. He went on to capture it again from Ric Flair at Starrcade, or at Great American Bash in 1986. Fell out of favor a little bit there with JCP and jumped to the WWF, where I loved the American Dream and the WWF. It gave him a bigger platform, in my opinion, and I'm not going to knock JCP at all because he was larger than life there, but I think the WWE, WWF at the time, you know, feuding with the Big Boss Man, who was coming off of that Hulk Hogan feud, and he dominated that. Dusty wrestled Macho King Randy Savage. He wrestled the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. It was just a different playground for him. And I know that there's controversy over the polka dots and was it a rib, was it not a rib? You know, I loved it. You know, and I was old enough to understand what, you know, I was a teenager by that time, but I loved Dusty Rhodes anywhere he went. The only issue I ever had was when they turned him heel and made him join the NWO in the WCW days, in the dying days of WCW, and I think that was more of that bad decision making than anything with Dusty Rhodes. So, Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, may he continue to rest in peace. Love him. His legacy lives on, obviously, in his sons Cody and Dustin, who are a big part of AEW. WWE NXT still honors him with several of the ideas he had through the years, and including that Dusty Rhodes tag team tournament. So, Dust, we love ya. And Double Bean Cream Dream Ale, easy for me to say, from Hand of Fate Brewing Company. We love you too. Cheers, everyone. Have a great weekend.